If a guy promises me marriage and then just wakes up one morning and serves me serious breakfast, I can see his sorry ass. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Blowing kisses your way. If you're new here, my name is Princess Chinazo. Please do what to subscribe, do what to like. You know you can see someone that promised to marry you and then backs down on the promise. Yes, you. Go on, you. I'm talking to you. Did you know? So that brings me to my topic. There's something called breach of promise to marry. Okay, let me just give us an example of how it works. Let me use myself as an instance. If a guy promises me marriage and then just wakes up one morning and serves me serious breakfast, I can see his sorry ass. Did you know that? Same to a man. If a woman promises you marriage and then serves you breakfast, you can sue her as well. So it's not a gender specific thing. Both genders can sue depending on who the aggrieved party is and who the offending party is. You get my point? Okay, yeah. So what are the essentials? You must establish that the promise was made and that the defendant has failed to carry out that promise. So this is stipulated in the Evidence Act, Section 197 of the Evidence Act 2011. It provided for breach of promise to marry, and it stated that it's the aggrieved party will not be awarded damages unless it is corroborated by some form of material evidence. And he went ahead to say that the fact that you come up with a letter, let's say I wrote a letter to the man that broke my heart telling him that you promised to marry me, and that he didn't reply, it is not enough evidence. You have to give material evidence that will corroborate your story. For example, there's this case, the lady was crying and then the sister went to meet the man and was like, you promised to marry my sister and this is what you did. So the man now told the sister, okay, I know I promised, but I'm going to pay your sister off so that she'll get off my neck. And then the same sister also eavesdropped when they were conversing and heard when the man made the promise to her. So that was seen as a substantial evidence to prove that yes, a promise was made and that a breach has occurred. What are the forms of breach? It can come by non-performance or anticipatory breach. So non-performance is just easy. Let's say a wedding date has been fixed and then on that day the groom or the bride doesn't show up. For anticipatory breach, let's say the groom or the bride tells you that okay, we'll have our wedding when my father dies. God forbid. When her father dies, not mine. Okay, let me get serious. Then before the father actually dies, he wakes up one morning and tells you that even if my papa died today, I will not still marry you. Or another example would be you guys already fixed a date and then he joined a society, a fraternity that prohibits marriage, or he goes ahead to marry someone else. You know, like he goes ahead to render himself, how will I put it, impossible to get married to. So that can be anticipatory breach. So what are the defenses? The defender can come up with some defenses to exonerate himself. There are general defenses such as fraud, duress, misrepresentation, you know. Then there are special defenses. It could be infirmity, immorality, mental disorder, health challenges that existed at the time the promise was made, but which was unknown to the defendant. Because let's say he knew that you do have lucid intervals, that you are naughty, that you're mad, and then he still went ahead to promise you marriage, knowing that fact existed. That defense will not avail him. The defense only avails someone that was oblivious of the fact that such factor existed. that your health issue existed, or that you were a person of immoral tendencies existed before the promise was made. So when he finds out, he can say that I'm not marrying you again and nothing will happen. So the defense will avail him. You get my point. Let's talk about damages to breach of promise to marry. When you prove your case, and the court will look at so many factors in awarding damages. There's general damage, there's exemplary damage, and there's special damage. Now, general damage would be the court will look at the everything surrounding the circumstance, the fact that you are still personable when you were with him. Let's say you were in your 20s, and when the breach was made, you were in your 30s. So the court will look at the fact that your chances of getting married are slim, or that the fact that you might end up not getting married at all till you die single. Oh my god. Okay, so that's what the court will consider and grant you damage. Then for exemplary damage, the court will want to award that damage to teach the defendant a lesson for his misconduct, for the way he treated you, maybe for getting you pregnant, for giving you an infection, for his general bad conduct. The court will award such damages as an example for him and other people in the society to learn. You get. Then for special damages will be you plead that one. Okay, let's say that we fixed that you have fixed your wedding date, and then you went ahead to make arrangements for the hall, bought wedding gown for her, pay the chefs and people that will decorate the hall, and then the marriage on that day, or before that day, you ended the marriage preparations. The court will award you the damages. They will ask the defendant to pay you for all those things you spent. So that's basically it.
So guys, that nigga or that babe that promised to marry you and breached the promise served you serious breakfast. You can see him, you can see her. I hope this video will be useful to you. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for staying with me thus far. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Bye.